going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab. Me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I am coming at you with a Dimir deck, a Dimir control deck. No surprises, honestly. Finally have a decent sweeper that we can use. And so it opens up a whole bunch of possibilities. I've seen Dimir mill decks on the channel not too long ago with Jace, the Perfected Mind, and Mindsplice Apparatus, and Breach the Multiverse thing, a thing that I still continue to love. But I was forced into playing Karn's Silex as a sweeper in that deck. Now with the Devious Cover-Up, no, Deadly Cover-Up, we can try all of those kind of Dimir control-y type strategies again. Without needing such a suboptimal sweeper like Karn's Silex is. So I'm not going to be doing mill today. That's coming. I just feel like it was the previous best win con for control before the new set. I still need to figure out whether that is still the case or not. But there are new win cons. So I wanted to repropose one that we have already tried on the channel to you guys, but within a slightly different shell. So I'm harkening back to the days of the Yoink deck from not too long ago. I will be playing the new Outrageous Robbery, I believe the card is called. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew, simply called Outrageous Dimir with a exclamation mark. It is still a Mindsplice deck. I just love this, the core that you get to play with Mindsplice, namely the Marches, Syncopate, and Silver Scrutiny for your card draw. This little combo-wombo here, alongside Mindsplice, is something that makes me happy when I play Control, which is difficult to do because I'm not a huge lover of Control decks. But when you throw in also the Witness the Future Devious Cover-Up little team up, this deck just becomes incredibly obnoxious to play against. It just, everything keeps coming back, and you're exiling their things with your counter spells. Both of our counter spells exile. We're exiling stuff, with the collect evidence from Deadly Cover-Up. It's really quite gross. And I'm honestly winning against, even mono-red aggro because of the 4 marches and the fact that I can keep getting them back. And, between the marches, the go for the throw, Sheoldred's edicts, like, we have so much removal. And then, you can quite easily just survive until turn 5 and then sweep the board and set yourself up for a Mindsplice Apparatus into March of Wretched Sorrow turn to gain a bunch of life. Stabilize, and then once you've got a bunch of these what are they called again? It's just an oil counter on Mindsplice. Then you fire off a massive Outrageous Robbery, steal the entirety of the opponent's deck, and call it a day. Talking about Outrageous Robbery, I recently played against an opponent who was jamming it in a Sultai deck with the Green Virtue. I have some ideas, because by putting green in, you could have the Virtue of Strength, so all of our basics tap for an extra, 3 times their mana value, and you can also play the new Doppelgang. So stay tuned for a kind of Sultai based, or maybe Bant, let's see, but probably Sultai, because I want to play. I want to set up a turn where we don't just steal, like, let's say 12, 15 of the opponent's cards with the Outrageous Robbery, but we end up stealing, like, their entire library in a single turn by making a ridiculous amount of mana by doppelganging our virtues. So, if that sounds interesting to you, just stay tuned. But for this one, we're going for the very similar kind of win con, but in a more slow and methodical way, and trying to control the board with the rest of our cards until we get to that point. We do have also Restless Reef and Mirrex as an alternate win con. And you'll notice I've taken out the Takenuma, as there is no creatures or planeswalkers to bring back. So 3 swamps, 2 basic islands. Restless Reef, couple Field of Ruins I find to be essential in the meta, and the rest we all know and love. So that is the deck. Outrageous Dimir. Dimir control with Outrageous Robbery as the main win con. Let's jump into some games and see how it holds up on this Mythic ladder towards the end of the season. Last couple of days. Been a long one. Oh. Hope you guys all enjoyed the Grixis list from the last video, because I thoroughly enjoyed playing that one. It is really one of the worst things about being a content creator. It's just like, oh well, guess I'm not gonna play those cards again for a while. Sure, maybe one of them gets removed. By one of them, I mean one of our mind splices. I was thinking maybe to cut like one Mindsplice and one Outrageous Robbery, and bring in one. Bring in one. What's it called? Breach the Multiverse, and one Jace. So then we can still play the Taknuma. I've seen this deck actually. I played against this guy off camera, but he thoroughly thrashed me. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I don't know if he'll thrash me this time, though. Would have loved something other than a 5 or a 4 drop off the top of my library off the last 3 turns. We will survive. Kinda, I hope. If this is still the same opponent, it was a scary sitch. Last time was really quite terrifying. He managed, yeah, it's the same opponent. Wow. Okay. We can discard one Deadly Cover-Up for now. Would love a freaking land. Land. Yay. Okay. Now at least we can play around flash threats and things. There we go. It was a really interesting brew that the guy cooked up, because I'd forgotten that this thing doubles any activated ability. It's not just of the things that were exiled to use it, but any activated ability that isn't a mana ability, copy it. So like, it just goes bonkers if you freaking manage to turn this into the thing. I honestly don't know how to stop it at this point, because we have no artifact interaction with our deck. I think we've probably just lost this one. Bad matchup. You can see he doesn't get to do this very often because he's not very high in the mythics. But when it fires off, it's freaking sweet. He needs, what? 9 mana to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's it. Where's the hell is my mana, mate? It's ridiculous. You know what? I've played this exact guy. I know exactly what he's trying to do. He ends up winning with there's one more Planeswalker in the deck. The damn what's his face? The newish black one from Wilds of Eldraine. Yeah, I know. What's it called again? Ashiok. this gonna be enough? No. Yeah, dude, I know. Just take it easy, right? There wasn't any counter spells last time, as far as I can remember. Maybe some sunfalls, but that's really about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got it. He's gonna do it.
Let your blade do the talking.
Honestly, don't know how we're gonna win this one. It's you know, we've got no artifact interaction whatsoever in Dimir. That is a problem for sure. May not be that popular now, but it certainly was at some point. Yeah, mate, I think if there's anyone here that should be snoozing, it's probably me. Matey, old matey. Okay, we already can do 3, 4, 5 things. And I think... Opponent? Why? What? How come? What are you doing? What are you doing? You were about to just destroy me, dude. Fine. I'm sure you would have won that, dude. I had a really bad feeling about the way that game was going. But if you're that impatient, I'll take the win, mate. Like, any day. Any day of the week. Thank you for the win. I never understood people like that. Like, maybe that's why his win rate is so low. Like, down in the upper 80s of Mythic. Just freaking stick around. Most of the times, Magic is a game of patience. Okay, very similar hand to the previous game. I wish we drew some more of our, like, Syncopates on the line. Oh. Aha! This is probably going to be the, what's it called? Reenact the crime? Oh, okay, no. It's just a good old-fashioned... What's it called? Squirming Emergence. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's already got. He can reanimate Jingataxias right now. It's just ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Let's get a Mindsplice down now. Before he gets that back. Because it also counters artifacts. Now we need 2 removal spells. Just to get rid of his damn Jingataxias. Gross. Maybe he doesn't have the Squirming Emergence in hand yet, but the chances of that are pretty slim. Ooh, okay, that's nice. That is extremely nice. We can counter the Squirming Emergence. They don't run counter spells. You don't want any really, like, non-permanents in the deck. As few as possible, you know, outside of Squirming Emergence. Otherwise... I think now we just hold up the counter spell, honestly. I think we can probably just get around this guy. It's sorcery speed, which is... Double splices. Woohoo! Okay. Okay. This is gonna be freaking epic. So look, I mean, we can still have Devious Cover-Up. I know we don't have anything in the yard to get back. What? Why couldn't I put things back into his hand? But okay. I think what I want here is more mana. But maybe some removal, because we've got the mana, you know, the mana from Mindsplice. So let's maybe just take some removal or more mana. Yeah, I think removal. So then if we're forced to, we can do the double thing to stop us from, you know, getting countered by Jin Gitaxias. Ooh. Just digging for that spell. But this Devious Cover-Up is just gonna be so great. Fingers crossed, here we go. This could be it. Do we care about Nissa? Not oh, wait. It does kill our guys. Our mind splicers. Okay. Two real, like... I don't know. Two really not sportsmanly... Is that the right word? No sportsmanship from the last two opponents. I guess Dimir just is pretty gross. I guess, and that is a win con, you know. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Two scoopers back to back. Just one guy probably got bored of waiting for me thinking, which is fine. And the other guy just didn't want to even stick around to see what I had in store. Is this going to be the same deck again? Whoever tries to tell me that the matchmaker is random can just get stuffed. Like, the more I play this game, the more I realize. Like, I tried this white weenies deck, and then I run into only freaking various. Recast it next turn or lose it. Various mono red, like I played mono red 3 times in a row. And then the next time I swapped away from white weenies, straight up. Keep doing that. Badoink. I'm fine with this type of turn. Now we've also got a Syncopate. It'd be nice if we had one of our mind splicers. 1, 2. Bye-bye, Dreadnought. Off you go. Okay. Sure. You do you. Yeah, I'll witness the future. I mean, can bluff, we have something in that case, but I think it's not that essential. And because then all we actually had was it's probably gonna exile my graveyard. Oh wow, he can actually, wow, that's crazy. What a crock of crap. Now, on the other hand, we can draw 4. Which brings us back up to 7. We're not on such low life that I'm worried, and if he plays Sheoldred or something like that, now we can deadly cover up, and just, we've got 2 of them, and we got some life gain here. I'm feeling pretty confident. I never quite know where to put Silver Scrutiny. No Shelly? Wow. Alright. Hoping he attacks with, I mean, we do have 2 Field of Ruins. Like I said, they're essential. But the Restless Cottage is obviously the best of the various. Keep drawing your deck. That's what we want you to do. Very happy if you keep drawing your deck. That I don't like. That I don't like one bit. But that's okay, because now I'm going to just do this, and then Deadly Cover-Up, get rid of the Dread Knight for good. What have you got in your little sneaky hand? Okay, so I'm kind of like fusing together of different decks. I'm assuming he's also got that, yeah. Okay, so it's the Insidious Roots. Meh. Lame. I guess he brings back the Conscript now? Oh no, we killed it last turn. Oh wait, yes, he can still bring it back. Surely that's what he does. We can do 2 damage with one of these, or just use Witness the Future to find something for next turn, but... Yeah, I mean, whatever. We're not super low on life yet. Yeah, that's fine. And set myself up for a couple of big draw steps to just reload that hand. This thing, it's turn, Puna, exile. Forgot that he can do that. That's really cool. Like, something that allows you to bring back things with... Yeah, that's really quite intense. Not gonna lie. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're dead next turn. So I think we're just gonna have to go for a big old March of Wretched Sorrow type of a turn here before we die. So let's just hold up all of our mana. We can do 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 and gain 8 life. And hopefully we'll be hitting on his Restless Cottage to do so. Bring us back up to 19, and then I'll feel a lot safer about things. Up. Let's go for this guy, because it's the only one he can't cut down himself. He could have had Go for the Throat, but I didn't really see much of that in his deck. Oonn with the combo wombos. It's a sneaky little card I never quite noticed before. Okay, I mean, I'm either going to draw 3, or if I feel threatened, I will attack with a, I will fire off a Scrutiny, or we can do a 4, 5, 6, 7 things out of his library into our hand. Okay, so I think we do that. So just make sure I've done my math correctly. 4, 5, 6, 7. All we're going to take now is about 2 damage. Okay. And that is just a fantastic little pull there. Some life. Let me sacrifice another creature. So it can't be, unfortunately, you know, the one I want. We don't have the Mirrex right now. I think we're just kind of chilling, mate. Interestingly enough, oh, it has to be creature cards. Damn it. Because then I was going to say, you know, our, you know, Witness the Futures and stuff like that. Also pretty nice. But that's okay. I think we're good for now. Just chilling. Again, if my life total feels very threatened, then I will Restless Cottage. Bam. I wanna hit one of those cottages with my March. We also have a Restless Reef to activate if we want. Against some of the bigger creatures, but so far I haven't really seen anything terrifying. And, go ahead, make as many plants as you want. Path of Peril from your own side of the board is gonna solve some of those problems. Yes, yes, yes. Fantastic. I will not, you know, target either of these, well, especially not the butler. Here comes the cottage. Please use the cottage. No? Okay. So I think for now we can just chill. Right. I think I'm gonna draw 3. I find another one of our outrageous robberies. There we go. Nice. Oof. We're getting to that point, people. So I think we Path of Peril here. Bazang! Yes, yes, I know. Sure. Now, I'm gonna chuck down the Mindsplice. Yes, yes, I knew that would happen. No. How do we respond to this in the best possible way? That's too much damage, right? These plants get massive. Kill one with the go for the throat. And then we do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 life. Yeah. And like, if you really feel like, you know. It's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. We could just die now. Oh, mate. I have freaking 4 sweepers in the deck. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. I think we're just dead. I think we're just dead. Don't know if I played that optimally. He's on 8 cards. If we can survive this turn, we win. Simple as that, right? But we can't survive this turn. Unbelievable. I have 4 sweepers in the deck. I really just needed one more, like, of my Devious Cover-Ups off the top. Or what's it called again? Deadly Cover-Ups. And that would have gone a different way. But with 3 of those enchantments on the battlefield, we weren't going to get around that. Anyway, we were just about to die. Pity. Close. So damn close. Down to 8 cards. Like, maybe if I'd fired off... I should have just checked his cards. I think we might have just been able to fire off the robbery for 8 or 9, whatever it was, right there and then. I may have just missed lethal. Those of you watching the replay will just have to let me know in the comments. No. Keep that. Oh no, not mono blue. Anything but mono blue. It might be the Azorius one with the reanimate, reanimate the mentor type thing. But hey, look, I mean, I've also got some counter magic. Maybe we just kill his first, what's his name? The haughty Jin. I'm so haughty. Counter spells for days. It's definitely just 40 Jin. The worst thing to play against. Period. I don't care what anyone says. It's just the lamest thing ever. Mono blue is like, there's many ways of playing mono blue. This way of doing it, oh. Either 2 or counter me, and then I have another one. Come on. Either 2 or play a 2-mana counter spell, which it's all you can really have because you don't have the discount from the Jin yet. But get out of my face. I mean, not the best use of my mana, clearly, but you do what you can. Hopefully they don't have another one just lined up right away. They somehow seem to... There's only like 8 creatures in the entire deck. If I'd had 1, 2... Yeah, no. I'm not casting any sorcery speed stuff unless I have also counter spells back up against this type of crap. Oh. One step closer, right? We need 1 more land, and then I'll fire off a witness and try and find some answers. He's just trying to build up critical mass of instants and sorceries in his graveyard, so that he can play the Tolarian Terror on the cheap. unless negate. I cannot stand playing against this deck. It's really the thing that makes me just the most annoyed at it. But it really isn't much to do other than try and slug through it, honestly. And they've got that crazy restock spell that, you know, just draw 1,000,000. Sure. Got another one of those? One mana short from trying to get rid of it the old-fashioned way. Anyway, he's got a counterspell. Like, just, there's no way they don't. It's always the case. So now we're pretty much just taking 5, unfortunately. What a time to be alive. Really, that Dominaria was so good for blue. Maybe it's just slip out the back or something. Ugh. Nah. Let's go for the version. It's what I have. If he's got Spell Pierce, then I'll probably just concede. That's fine. At least we don't take the damage. So boring. Only because, you know, I just was ripping on those guys that conceded in the previous matches that I'm even, you know. Sticking around for this nonsense. It's the worst of human beings. There's nothing that grinds my gears more than this. And another counter spell. Wow. Wow. Woohoo! It's a freaking miracle. Anyway, now here comes the Jin. Just when you get rid of the one thing. Okay. Ooh. Oh. I mean, sometimes you win. Sometimes you win against this pile of crap. Sometimes. Very rarely. But it does happen. So now do we have 4 plus 4? Yeah. Yeah. Worst thing, we bait out some counters. Nice. Little cost reduction, never hurt nobody. I'm just expecting that draw as many cards as you have counter spells, thingy-majig. Syncopate, Syncopate, removal. I mean, we dodged a few counterspells there. It could still happen. 1, 2, 3. Oh! How do you like them apples, mate? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. The last thing I needed was a freaking island there. Okay, that's a little summon. 2 mana Deadly Cover-Up is really pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we're at the point where Make Disappear is pretty shoddy. We can't attack in with our Field of Ruin. So, I mean, whatever. Let's thin the deck. He'll probably respond by getting rid of our Restless Reef. Wow. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Weirdo. Maybe he has Fading Hope. Of course, milling them is not a good thing because it just makes their Djinn better. Really isn't much you can do about that. I don't want to mill myself. This isn't that kind of deck. I do not want to be milling myself. Ah, he had a backup Demolition Field. Okay. I love it when they do that to one of your lands that's already tapped, because now I get more mana. Like, you know, in this case, it makes no difference, but still pretty cool. Oh, baby. Hello. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to go for 8, 13. Okay, and see, I mean, if he counters this, then, I mean, he will counter it. Okay, wait. Let's go for 8. No. So just 2 black. That leaves us with enough mana to try and go for the Throat the Djinn when it hits the board. And if he counters the Robbery, that's 1 less counterspell in his hand to try and respond to both the Go for the Throat and the Deadly Cover-Up. Oh! Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. That's why you never give up. That's why you never give up. Period. Like, I've had a few of these wins against Haughty Djinn on the channel since the freaking stupid card was printed. And in the end, if you just, you know, hope and pray, there's a chance that you'll win. And there is almost no better feeling. Like, I put it on the same level when you're like, you know, the Azorius opponent sweeps you with a Sunfall, and then you can still come back with like the top deck hasty thing when you're playing mono red, or when you're playing against mono red and they get you down to 1 life and then they have to concede because you finally gain the upper hand, or you know, it's that same feeling of like, fucking Haughty Djinn, get out of my face and get stuffed, mate. Oh, that felt so good. All right, let's see how we're doing for time here. Oh, we've already gone to the 45-minute mark. I think unfortunately, like, it wasn't a very good showing. Like, we didn't really do the thing. We had those two opponents that scooped, and then we had a terrible, like, I think a little bit of a misplay on my behalf against that Bulgari Insidious Roots deck. I think I could have won that. If I'm gonna go back and watch it, I think I could have just won there. Or, like, I was being maybe a little too careful, and I should have just countered his deck, and I think we could have won that one. Then 2 scoops, and then a very nice win against Mono Blue at the end. Wasn't the most incredible gameplay footage, unfortunately, but we also have arrived at the 45-minute mark. That's way too long. I don't want to, like, bore you guys with an hour-long video. So we're just going to have to leave it at that. But there's definitely something to this, and Outrageous Robbery just continuing to prove that it's one of my favorite cards from the new set. The fact that this thing's instant speed is just bonkers, and it works so nicely with the Mindsplice. And like I said, stay tuned for potential Sultai, Doppelganger, Robbery shenanigans coming to a screen near you. But that is going to have to be it for this one, guys. Again, so thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, sharing the video really helps me out. You can go and check out all my, Patreon links, and there's all the ways that you can support me by subscribing to the channel and becoming a premium subscriber of the channel. All of that stuff is always down there in the description, and of course, I much appreciate it. And if you're watching this on Twitch, on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, then just share it around, like it, comment underneath it. I'm trying to get to the I need like 3 million impressions on X in a 3-month period, so it's around 1 million a month. I'm still a ways off, but I'm almost at 1,000 followers on X as well. So gonna see how the revenue sharing program works over there and see if it pays out a little better than YouTube does. But that is enough rambling, guys. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.